Today, I'd like to talk about the golden rule. And the golden rule is to do unto others as you would have them do unto yourself. And to me, the platinum rule is treating yourself as you would treat others. Now, there's some people out there who are very self-centered with a big ego, and it's all about I, me, mine, mine. And there are some people out there that take better care of other people than they do themselves. They give away the shirt on their back, and the golden rule must apply to you inside of yourself. For those people who are lost in giving, 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 and those people who are engrossed in taking, 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 is there a center place? Is it fair that you monopolize the conversation for 2 hours at lunch and give your friend barely 5 minutes to talk and then say, oh, I gotta go now? Is it fair? Are you being fair to other people? Most people who are self-centered don't have a clue. That's what they do. They talk about themselves, they acquire things for themselves, and everyone else is an afterthought. Oh, I need these new shoes because I only have 100 pairs of shoes. I'll buy these shoes and I'll just get my best friend an old birthday card. She's my friend, that'll be fine. And in the material world, this works out rather clumsily. But in the emotional world, in the world where you give and you take and you love and you share and you care, this can be like a knife. If you give too much to other people, they will always expect it. And if you only give to yourself, you'll lose friends because they want somebody to listen to them. They want help with their problems. And if you're self-centered, all you do is take, take, take. And you dismiss other people's wants and needs as trivial. And of course, you create all sorts of drama so you can have the center of intention. Now, there's this really wonderful, centered, balanced place where you're whole inside, where you're treating other people exactly how you treat yourself, and where other people are treating you in an appropriate proportion. It's not an easy place to get into. Sometimes it is referred to as a state of grace. If you won't give yourself what you give your friends, there'll be a place of you need to be needed. If you won't pay attention to your friends and take everything for yourself, there's a place where you'll continually lose friends. Everything in life is energy. It's about sharing energy, it's about receiving energy, it's about gifting, it's about being of service, it is about being kind. But most importantly, it is about being aware. I had an acquaintance once who always got her hair done. Everything was just perfect. And she had a friend who, of course, went with her to lunch all the time, listened to her and did whatever she needed. And her friend was sitting there at my house in the social area of my church crying. And she walked in and says, how are you? Oh, good, okay. And let me tell you about my day. And her friend has tears streaming down her face. And this woman couldn't notice. She did not have the awareness to see that outside of her own world, her friend, who has been giving up sharing time, who has been giving up her time, time, to be with her, was in deep pain. When we become self-absorbed, we become totally givers, our energy is askew. What is your center? All people's center will be a little bit different. Where can you receive appropriately, give appropriately, and share unconditionally? When is it not about you? Do you really look into the eyes of your friends? Do you notice what's going on with them? Can't you see the different expressions in their face? Are you running your mouth with your very first sentence, rolling over their tears? In the spiritual realm, everybody is as good as everybody else. Do you have that smile for the waitress? I remember I used to be one. Do you thank the people around you who provide service? Or are they just extras in your life? And then once again, my givers, do you overgive at cost to yourself to be needed or to be wanted? The golden rule is a very important rule. It is to be applied always. But, and you need to look inside of yourself and see how well you're doing with your energy, your relationships, your money, your time, with this golden rule. Are you treating yourself like you want to be treated? Are you lost in your own needing to be needed? Are you the drama queen so much that when people don't follow your drama, you write them out of your life? It goes back over and over again, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, cash-wise, energy-wise. It goes back to the golden rule. How do you want to be treated? Hang out with people who treat you that way, but most importantly, treat your own self that way. Pay attention. Do you do most of the talking in every event? Can you be quiet? Are your own needs being met? You know, we talk a lot about doing and being, and sometimes being the listener, being silent, doing what needs to be done without having to be told is very important and very enriching to our spiritual life. The golden rule. Do you apply it to yourself? Do you even bother to apply it to other people? What do you think our planet would be like if just 60% of us lived by this golden rule? What do you think the light would be like? And most importantly, what would you feel like if the golden rule was both inside of you and outside of you in your environment?